decision, maybe selling your house, and you feel like you're kind of in the dark, or just signing things because, well, that's how it's done, feeling totally out of control.
Yeah, that feeling is really common, unfortunately.
Well, if that sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. Today, we're really going to dive deep into real estate commissions, specifically here in Canada, and really look at it from your side as the seller.
Right.
Our whole mission here is to arm you with the insider knowledge you need, cut through the noise, understand what you're actually paying for.
And crucially, put you back in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
It's your biggest asset, after all.
Exactly. We've looked at articles, YouTube videos, and got some really valuable insights from an advocate who's, well, really pushing for change.
And what's so fascinating, I think, is that this isn't just about saving money. I mean, that's definitely part of it and a big part for many.
Sure. Who doesn't want to save money?
But it's really about understanding the fundamental dynamics.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
mechanics of a transaction that so many people just, well, assume is set in stone.
Right.
It's a chance for you, the homeowner, to get some clarity, some real confidence in an industry that often feels, let's face it, a bit opaque.
Definitely opaque. And the timing, as you mentioned, seems critical.
It really is. We've got this Canada-wide class action lawsuit happening right now over commissions.
Yeah.
And it comes right after a huge settlement in the U.S. just in 2024.
The one where listing agents can't post the commission for the buyer's agent anymore on the MLS backend?
Exactly that one. That's the internal system agents use. It's a major shift stateside. Now, we don't know the outcome here in Canada yet, but the conversation, it's absolutely changing.
Okay, so that U.S. situation, it's like a big signal flare for Canada. And it leads us straight into maybe the biggest point, something so many sellers just aren't told. Honestly, when I first grasped this, it kind of blew my mind because, you get handed that contract, right? And it feels like this is it. This is the deal. Like commission splits are carved in granite.
Like there's no room to move.
Exactly. Like ordering off a menu with no substitutions allowed, but for, potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars. But here's the absolute game changer.
Go on.
Commissions in Canada, they are 100% negotiable.
100%. That's not just a nice idea, that's the law.
It's foundational, not some hidden trick.
And let's be really, really clear about what that means. It is illegal for an agent or their brokerage to tell you, oh, this commission rate, that's just our office policy.
So if you hear office policy...
That's not just a red flag. That is a serious legal problem. You should frankly walk away right then and there.
Wow. Okay. So what about that other thing you hear? That fear, maybe? That if you don't offer enough commission to the buyer's agent, they just won't show your place.
Ah, yes, the commission steering myth. It's largely untrue, and here's why. First, legally and ethically, agents have what's called a fiduciary duty to their buyer client.
Meaning they have to act in the buyer's best interest.
Solely in the buyer's best interest.
Yeah.
Regardless of their own paycheck. They cannot legally hide properties from their clients because the commission isn't what they hoped for.
Okay, that's a big one.
Huge. And second, think about how people buy homes today. Buyers are super proactive, right? They're scrolling MLS, Realtor.ca, agent sites, apps. They often find the house they want themselves.
Yeah, my friend just bought a place and she sent the listing to her agent.
Exactly. And when that happens, the agent is obligated to show it, trying to filter listings based on commission. That's called agent steering. It's illegal.
Illegal steering.
It harms buyers because they might miss out on their perfect home. And it harms sellers because qualified interested buyers might never even see your listing.
Okay, so that really puts the power back where it belongs with the seller, which makes perfect sense.
It does.
But then it makes you think, if agents have this duty to buyers and buyers are doing so much legwork, what exactly are sellers paying thousands for, especially on the buyer agent side?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Right. So what does this mean when you're looking at that commission breakdown? It
So-
really makes you rethink the value,
Definitely.
We saw this example. Say, you're selling your home for $850,000, and you end up paying, I don't know, $15,000 to the buyer's agent,
Okay.
who really just unlocked the door, maybe met the buyer there for the first time. They didn't find the buyer, didn't really guide them through weeks of searching.
Just showed up at the finish line, essentially.
Pretty much. I actually had an agent once tell me their job was just to open the door. If I'm paying 15 grand, I kind of expect more than just key turning skills. Does that system truly benefit you, the seller?
It's a very valid question.
Yeah.
And building on that, let's look at a couple of specific practices that can hide costs or raise some serious questions.
Okay, what?
Well, one is how open houses sometimes work. Let's call it agent handoffs.
Agent handoffs.
Yeah. Many sellers don't realize the person hosting their open house might not be their listing agent, might not even be on their agent's team.
Really? So who is it?
It could be another agent, maybe from a different brokerage entirely,
Right.
who's frankly just there to pick up new buyer leads for themselves.
Oh, wow. So they might not even know my house that well, the selling points.
Exactly. They might be unfamiliar with the nuances, the history, the things that make your home special. You want someone who knows your home inside out, not just someone filling a slot and potentially missing chances to highlight its value.
Okay, that's not ideal. What's the second thing?
The second, and maybe this is even more fundamental, is the inherent conflict of interest.
Conflict of interest. How so?
Think about it. You, the seller, are paying thousands of dollars
Right.
to the person whose primary job, representing the buyer, is to negotiate the lowest possible price for your home.
Huh. When you put it like that.
Yeah.
I'm paying the person arguing against me.
It's like funding the opposition's lawyer, essentially. It's really worth stopping and asking yourself, does that actually seem right? Does that feel fair?
No, it really doesn't.
And this ties right back into that illegal agent steering we talked about.
Eh.
If an agent stands to make more money steering a buyer towards house A because it offers a higher commission than your house B.
Even if house B is a better fit for the buyer.
Precisely.
Yeah.
They might be tempted illegally to push the buyer away from your listing. It puts their financial gain ahead of their client's needs and your ability to sell. It's a serious breach of trust.
Okay, understanding these pitfalls, these issues is definitely the first step. But how do you actually take back control? We found this amazing advocate.
You're talking about Brenda Lemming.
Exactly. Brenda Lemming, she's a seasoned agent, nearly 20 years in the game, based in Parksville, BC, and central Vancouver Island.
Right, she's got a strong voice.
A very strong voice. She's really championing homeowners, pushing what she calls a modern approach to real estate and her methods. They offer lessons for any seller, anywhere, regardless of who their agent is.
Especially with her flat fee model.
Yes, the flat fee model is
Yeah.
such a powerful alternative to those traditional percentage commissions. You know the structure, 7% on the first 100 grand, 3% on the rest, that kind of thing.
A tiered system, yeah.
Brenda's model is focused on protecting your equity. Let's use that $850,000 house example again.
Okay.
Traditionally, the commission could easily be, around $30,000? Maybe more.
Easily, depending on the exact percentages.
With Brenda's approach, her clients often successfully offer the buyer's agent something like 1% or 1.25% of the sale price. Just doing that could save the seller, you, around $12,500.
That's significant savings right there.
Huge. And get this. If a buyer comes directly to the listing, maybe they saw it online, or at an open house, no agent involved.
An unrepresented buyer.
Right. The savings could jump to maybe $21,000 because you're not paying that buyer agent commission at all.
And what's really striking is how Brenda empowers people, not just with fees, but through education. For sellers, she really hammers home that the listing agreement, it's a legal contract.
It's not set in stone.
Not at all. You have the right to change terms, cross out clauses you don't like, add your own protections.
Like what kind of protections?
Well, maybe a condition ensuring you don't have to move out before you've secured your next home. Little things that give you control. It's about you leading the sale, not just passively signing.
That makes so much sense.
And crucially, she talks about adding a specific clause. This is important. It protects you, the seller, from paying both sides of the commission if an unrepresented buyer approaches you directly.
Wait, without that clause, your own agent could keep the whole commission, even the part meant for a buyer's agent that doesn't exist.
Legally, yes, potentially.
Yeah.
Depending on the contract wording. So adding that clause is vital self-protection. Could save you thousands unknowingly.
Wow, okay. That's a huge tip. What about buyers? Does she help them too?
Absolutely. She acknowledges that buyers are doing more work now. So she offers things like cash back, maybe up to $5,000 or 30% of her commission for buyers who are proactive in their search.
So rewarding them for the work they're already doing.
Exactly. It reflects the reality of the market. And her website, oceansidehomesales.ca, isn't just listings. It's packed with educational stuff.
Like what?
Sections on consumer rights, links to the Competition Bureau of Canada, that's the federal watchdog for fair practices in real estate,
Okay.
and BCFSA, which is the BC provincial regulator overseeing agents and protecting the public. These are resources everyone should know about to understand their rights.
That is incredibly useful information. It really flips the script from feeling, loss to feeling like you can actually take charge.
It's about shifting from being a passive participant to the active leader of your own sale.
Right. But here's the catch, maybe. While we know there are many fantastic, ethical, hardworking agents out there,
Absolutely, lots of great ones.
the sources we looked at do point out that the barrier to entry in real estate can be relatively low, which means, unfortunately, there are some bad apples.
Yes, that's a reality consumers need to be aware of.
So it begs the question, how do you find one of the good ones? How do you properly vet and hire an agent when so much is on the line?
That really is the million-dollar question, isn't it? And Brenda Lemming offers some very practical advice here.
Okay, let's hear it.
First, she strongly recommends pre-screening potential agents over the phone. Don't just invite everyone who sends you a flyer into your living room.
Screen them first. Makes sense.
Ask targeted questions before you agree to an in-home interview. Ask about their stance on commission negotiation. Ask how they handle unrepresented buyers. Ask what clauses they typically add to protect sellers like you.
Good questions.
And always, always interview more than one agent. Don't just go with the first one you talk to.
Right. Treat it like hiring someone for a crucial job, because it is.
Exactly. Second, you have to educate yourself about the listing contract itself. Understand the common clauses. Know how you can add your own safeguards.
You're the boss, essentially.
You are absolutely the boss. Don't just sign what they put down.
Negotiate the contract terms, not just the commission rate.
Precisely. And Brenda actually has something called a seller's playbook. It's exclusively for homeowners she works with or advises, but the principles are universal.
What's in it? Or what kind of principles?
It guides people on vetting agents, understanding these commission myths we've discussed, spotting potentially illegal sales tactics.
Like the steering or the office policy line.
Exactly. And knowing your rights under regulatory bodies like BCFSA or the Competition Bureau. It's designed to help you become the leader of your listing sale.
Leader of your listing, I like that.
Right. It's about knowing the rules of the game, the laws, the myths, the tactics, whether you're selling or buying. Because at the end of the day, it's probably your biggest financial asset. You need to protect it.
Wow. Okay, that is incredibly empowering stuff. It really drives home that you have way more control than maybe you thought. So just to quickly recap our deep dive today for everyone listening, remember, commissions in Canada, 100% negotiable, period. Don't let anyone tell you different.
Key takeaway.
Question those traditional ways of doing things. Ask, what value am I really getting? Empower yourself. Learn about the contract. Know your rights.
Knowledge is power.
And finally, vet your agent like you're hiring a CEO. Do your homework. Don't rush it. Don't just accept that's how it's done.
Absolutely. It's your money, your home, your decision.
So true.
And maybe that leaves us with a final thought for you to consider. This whole discussion raises a broader question, doesn't it?
Okay.
How might these principles, questioning the status quo, negotiating terms, really vetting who you work with, how might they apply to other big financial decisions in your life, other services you pay for?
Good question. Like banking, investing, maybe even legal services.
Could be anywhere, really.
Right.
Think about how this shift we're seeing in real estate, this push for transparency and consumer power. Maybe it's a sign of things to come in other industries where, the information hasn't always been symmetrical, where the providers held more cards.
Interesting. So the lesson isn't just about real estate commissions.
I think the lesson is broader. Your knowledge is your power across the board. So go out there, ask the tough questions, understand what you're signing and what you're paying for in real estate and maybe everywhere else too.
I believe in protecting your family's future, not just selling your house. Your money should stay with you because you built this, not me. I'm Brenda Lemming. I'm here when life moves you.